in correctional facilities, cause some don't agree with how I do this. I get straight and meditate like a Buddhist.
Alright, hey, it's Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and my name is Ethan Van Sciver. I'm a 26-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan, trusted member of the media. So last night some news came over the wire. It came over the wire, in other words, it came over Twitter, that we have a new Batman. After Ben Affleck fled the scene, and I don't blame him. I mean, those movies were really depressing. They weren't very good, and he was kind of a lump in them. Now, your mileage may vary. If you like Ben Affleck, if you like Batfleck, that's fine. I don't blame you. My Batman is Christian Bale and Mr. Mom. I like Michael Keaton a lot as Batman. Those are my two Batman. But we've got a new one here. We've got Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson, best known, I think, by most people. And this is why they're afraid, as a sparkly vampire from Twilight. What was his name? Edward and Bella and Edward. I saw all those movies. That's the bad thing when you're in a relationship. Almost always every girl of the era liked Twilight. I had to go see all those goddamn movies. Nothing happened in any of them. Nothing happened in it. You didn't do anything in any of those movies. And you know what? The whole thing about those Twilight movies is that Bella prevented anything from happening at all times. We had men, we had vampires, we had wolves, we had werewolves. They were going to fight, but Bella kept breaking up the fight. I wanted to see werewolves and vampires fight, but no, it never happened because of Kristen Stewart. All right, Kristen Stewart's not going to be in this movie, I don't think. There's no plans for Kristen Stewart to be Catwoman, God forbid, in the new Batman movie. We have Robert Pattinson. Some time has gone by. Years have gone by since he was Edward, the sparkly vampire in Twilight. I mean, maybe we forgive him. Now, this is an article on Bounding Into Comics. Bounding Into Comics, of course, not garbage tier. Pretty good website, and I like them especially because they ran this article today. Like everybody else is running the news that Robert Pattinson is Batman, and Bounding Into Comics actually makes it real news. They say, Ethan Van Sciver, that's me, imagines Twilight actor Robert Pattinson as Batman. Here's some of my Batman artwork from the day. In case you don't know, I'm a comic book artist. I mentioned that at the beginning of all my videos, but people still say, what, you're a comic book artist? You're not just a YouTuber? I'm mostly a YouTuber, but I dabbled in comics for 26 years. All right, so let's read this article here, and let's see what's up. Thank you, John Trent, for running this. Former DC Comics artist and the creator of Cyberfrog, Ethan Van Sciver, reacted to the news of Robert Pattinson being reportedly cast as Batman in Matt Reeves and Warner Brothers' upcoming The Batman film. Van Sciver took to Twitter to post multiple images of what Pattinson could look like as Batman in the film. Prepare to laugh. Why would you say prepare to laugh? Why would they say, what if it's good? What if people like this? These are my ideas. All right, so this is my first image of what Robert Pattinson could look like as Batman. It's rough. I mean, obviously, look, you could see where, there's a lot of cut and paste happening here, but this is just a concept. This is just a concept of what Robert Pattinson could look like as Batman. Hashtag Batman. I don't know. It seems like it's for the ladies or for the boys. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I took whatever available materials I had, and I made that happen. This is another concept that I did. This is more close up of what he could look like. Here's what I did. I gave him the kind of Adam West Batman mask, but made it black, okay, instead of blue. And instead of having bat horns, I just took his head, his hair, and I made them into bat horns. And here's his cape and all of that. It's a Batman. I don't know. It's a postmodern Batman. It's a postmodern Batman for this era, I think, for the SJW converged comic book industry. I don't know. I mean, I'm open to criticism. It's definitely different. It's definitely a different Batman. But hashtag Batman again. Fans were quick to react to the images with a number of sparkling Batman references, clearly making fun of Pattinson's role in Twilight, where the vampires sparkle. Yeah, okay, so here's sparkly Batman, sparkly, ha ha ha, Trump. All right, here we go. Pattinson is known for his portrayal of Edward Cullen in the Twilight series. All right, now, by the way, Edward Cullen was gay. I would teach my daughters that. I think a lot of parents, kind of miss the boat on this. When you're instructing, when you're raising young girls, you really should let them know. It's like, don't chase after boys that are gay, that are clearly gay. When they're pushing you away, the way that Edward Cullen was pushing her away, and coming up with all kinds of nonsensical excuses about this and that. Just recognize that. It's okay, be nice, but do not, you're going to get your heart broken. Okay, I just want to make that clear. That was the missing piece of the whole thing, of the whole story. Edward Cullen was obviously clearly gay. All right, so he has gone on to star in a number of films attempting to distance himself from being typecast. He starred in Maps to the Stars, Lost City of Z, Good Time, and High Life. The actor is expected to star in an untitled Christopher Nolan project. I'm excited about that. Christopher Nolan, awesome guy. I got to meet him back in 2005 when he was directing Batman Begins. Was it 2004? It was right when we announced Green Lantern Rebirth. Me and Jeff Johns on a panel. In came Christopher Nolan. Christian Bale sat next to us to show us footage of the Bat Tumbler that had just been shot in Chicago. This was at Chicago Comic-Con. Man, that was a great time. All right, so he can most recently be seen playing Ephraim Winslow in The Lighthouse. He will also appear in The King as the Dauphin of France, The Devil All the Time as Preston Teagarden, and Waiting for the Barbarians as Mandel. What do you make of Van Sciver's imagining of Robert Pattinson? Do you think Pattinson will make a good Batman, or has Warner Brothers made a massive mistake? I will say this about it. Honestly. Now, you can goof on this all day long, and I certainly will. I plan to goof on this quite a bit. I'm keeping an open mind. Obviously, these are young. This is extremely young Robert Pattinson. This isn't what he looks like nowadays. Nowadays, he looks like this. How do I feel about it? I'm going to wait and see. How does that sound? Robert Pattinson is not a bad actor at all. He's got a nice spooky look about him. That's why he played a good vampire. He looks spooky. Look at his eyes. He's seen dark stuff, I think. The kind of dark stuff Robert Pattinson has probably seen in real life is probably more Hollywood, maybe cheese pizza oriented. I'm not saying that's him. I'm saying he's probably witnessed. I take it all back. I don't think he's witnessed anything. Allegedly, not allegedly. But in any case, this is a man. This kind of look in his eye could be translated as haunted. A man who has seen his parents murdered in a dark alleyway when he just wanted to see a Zorro movie. Look at that. Look at that smirk. Like he's like, I know what you're up to. Hey Joker, I know what you're up to. And look at him. He hasn't shaved in a little while. He's like, I'm not really a sparkly vampire. I actually pump testosterone through my veins. Is he telling the truth? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I am going to give this kind of I'm going to give this a That's going to be my reaction to the news about Robert Pattinson as Batman. I don't think it could be much worse than anything else that the DCEU has been doing lately. These guys at the DCEU, they're being totally rocked by the MCU. They accidentally stumbled into an incredible Aquaman movie, even though Aquaman bears no resemblance to the Aquaman in the comics. They kind of, or the classic Aquaman, they kind of found a new Aquaman through the DCEU. Obviously, they've got Wonder Woman, right? But for some reason, they cannot get Superman and Batman correct. I don't know why. They're two biggest flagship characters, legends. Everybody knows who Batman is. Everybody knows who Superman is. And these guys continually miss the mark. And God only knows what they're doing with the Joker. Every which way but loose with the Joker. There is a version of the Joker that everyone knows and likes. And it has been consistently popular. I mean, Jack Nicholson played a fat version of the Joker. Honestly, I think Tim Curry back in the day. Can you imagine Tim Curry as from Rocky Horror Picture Show playing the classic Brian Boland, Alan Moore Joker? Boom, perfect. But now they're trying all this other stuff. I mean, obviously Jared Leto was a horrible Leto down. You know, they're going to keep trying, you know, various things. Will this be the one? Is this it, Chief? Or is this that ain't it, Chief? We'll find out. We will find out. But let's keep an open mind, or at least try to. In any case, you know, it's a risk. It's a risk. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a comment below. Please subscribe if you have not yet subscribed yet. Do subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. Double check to make sure YouTube didn't subscribe you against your will. I don't know why they're like that. Very forcible. They do things without your consent. YouTube, start being consensual again. Just double check, please, and make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and ring the bell for notifications. I will see you again later with another video. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey, 08053. And I'll probably open it up on the live stream. Thanks very much, everyone. Hey, you want to follow me on Twitter? Are you sure? Well, if so, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. That's at Ethan Van Sciver. See you there. If you enjoyed this video and want to become part of this community, subscribe to this channel by clicking the Laughing Man face logo right on your screen. Ring the bell for notifications as well. You'll never miss a live chat. And stay tuned, another video by Comic Artist Pro Secrets is coming right up.